Hello everyone, so in this video I'd like to talk to you about compound interest today. So let's get into it. So let's say you borrow £100 from me at a 10% compound interest rate, okay? So after 1 year, you will owe me the original £100 plus 10% of your principal value. When I say principal value, that basically just means 10% of your initial value, so £110. Now, in year 2, you will owe me the original £110 plus 10% of the value you owed at the end of year 1. So plus 10% of 110. Okay, now why is this the case? Well, this is the case because in compound interest, you're basically adding interest onto your interest. So this £110 basically becomes your new principal value, and your fee or your cost changes every year. Okay, so it becomes higher and higher each year because you're adding interest onto your original interest, and that's all there is to compound interest. So this here will become 110 plus 10% of 110. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I just got distracted by my younger brother. 121, okay? In year 3 then, it's £121 is what you owe me, plus 10% of that £121, okay? So that's basically compound interest. You're adding interest onto your interest. Now, I'd like to generalize. I'd like to create a formula for this. So in year 1, we can, like we did before, take the 100 out as a factor. When I say like we did before, I mean in a simple interest video I did. I do have that if you're interested in simple interest as well. So in year 2, you then owe me this amount plus 10% of the amount you owe me at the end of year 1, right? Because we're compounding. So plus 10% of the amount you owe me in year 1. So that's 10% of this value here. Sorry, it's a bit messy. I am not an expert in writing on digital whiteboards, but we'll get there, I'm sure. So we take out the 101 add 10 over 100 as a factor because we can see that's common in both these terms. And we have 1 add 10 over 100 in this bracket. And we can see that that is 100 1 add 10 over 100 whole squared, right? In year 3, the exact same thing follows, and I think I will do it for year 3 as well. I'll go through it for year 3 formally. So you owe me what you owed me in year 2, so 100 1 add 10 over 100 whole squared plus 10% of 100 1 add 10 over 100 whole squared, right? So you owe me, and I can take out the 100 1 add 10 over 100 whole squared as a factor, and I'm left with 1 add 10 over 100. Okay, so then all that means is you owe me 100 1 add 10 over 100 whole cubed. Okay, that 3 looks very messy. I apologize for that. So in the nth year, and if you do this for year 4 and year 5, you'll see a pattern. And in the nth year, what you'll owe me is P 1 add R over 100 to the n, right? Where P is your principal amount, the amount you initially invest or borrow. R is your, as we say, R % interest rate. So in this case, it's 10, and N is the number of years. Okay, and that's how much money you'd owe me after N years if we've had a compound interest. So that in essence is compound interest. It's adding interest onto your interest. I hope you found this video useful and helpful, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.